Hello mathematicians, today we're going to be investigating arrays. Please remember that an array is a group of objects. Let's take a minute to look at this array. So, looking at this array, these are called the rows. The rows go across. And you can always think about a movie theater and how the rows go across. Then we have the columns, and the columns go up and down. And when I think about a column, I usually think about the White House or an older building, and the columns are what hold up the roof. So the columns go up and down, and the rows go across. So what kind of array do we have here? How many rows do you notice? That's correct. There are 3 rows. How many columns do you see? I agree. I also see 4 columns. So in this array, we can think about repeated addition. So if we were to look at the repeated addition, it would be 4 plus 4 plus 4. And 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. We can also look at it as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And that also equals 12. We can also make this array into a multiplication equation. So we always want to look first at the number of rows and then the number of columns. So in this case, it is 3 by 4. We could also write it as 3 times 4 equals 12. So now we're going to go for a little adventure through my house to look for some arrays. Here's another example of an array. How many rows do you see? That's right, there are 4 rows. And how many columns do you see? That's right, there are 2 columns. So if we were to put this into a repeated addition equation, we could say it is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. How much does that equal? That's right, there are 8 drawers in this cabinet. We could also say it is 4 plus 4, and that would still give us the sum of 8. If we were to put this into a multiplication equation, we would say that it is a 4 by 2, which equals 8. Check out this array. A dozen eggs. How many columns do you notice? That's right, I notice 6 columns. How many rows do you notice? That's right, I notice 2 rows. So we could say that this is a 2 by 6 array, or 2 times 6, and that equals 12. If we were to do it in repeated addition, we could say 6 plus 6 equals 12, or we could say 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 12. This is a 2 by 6 array. Here is an array on a calendar. How many rows do you see? I see 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, and 5 rows. How many columns do you see? I see 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, 6 columns, and 7 columns. How many are there all together? we can do this by counting by fives because we know that there are 5 in each column. So we can count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. If we were to put this into repeated addition, we could say that there is 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, which equals 35. Or we could say 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, which equals 35. Here is the last array that we're going to look at. How many rows do you see? That's correct. There are 4 rows. How many columns do you see? That's correct. There are 3 columns. So if we were to put this in a repeated addition equation, we would say that there are 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. How many are there all together? There are 12. We could also say, if we were going to do a repeated addition, that there are 4 plus 4 plus 4. And that also equals 12. If we wanted to put this in a multiplication equation, we would say that there are 4 by 3, or 4 times 3, which equals 12. Now I'm going to challenge you to pay attention and notice all the arrays around your home.